Oh, name it. Hello, everybody. It's your boy Oscar. I'm back with some more Fire Emblem here. Fire Emblem. Today we are going to predict eredivisie for the match week 3. And this same pack, I think it's going to be 3-0. Almere City. I have been talking about Almere City and versus PSV, but my phone suddenly stopped working. So yeah. Almere City does lack defenders. However, PSV also kind of has that problem with the same thing. Because they do have a lot of injuries at the moment with Dest. Now they have Boskagli and Benitez want to leave PSV. Well, Boskagli does want to leave. Benitez doesn't mind if he stays one season. However, there also have been new injuries with Bakayoko and Jordi Schouten. So I think Almere City will make an absolute surprise, and I think Almere City will win 1-0. Moving on to the one of the most exciting games of today. It's going to be NAC Breda versus Utrecht. Now, NAC Breda absolutely surprised last week. They bested Ajax 2-1 thanks to a late goal of, I think it was Van den Berg, I'm pretty sure. However, Utrecht is also no opponent to mess around with. They won their opening game against Pek Zwolle with 1-0. Not very impressive, but sure. They also won against freaking, how do you call that club again? They tied against Heerenveen. However, I do think NAC will also surprise since it is going to be in Breda and it's going to be at 9 p.m. There is this so-called thing in NAC Breda called Avondje NAC. It's going to be like evening NAC, like it has some kind of specialty to it. So I think Avondje NAC will take its special effect and NAC will win 3-0 against Utrecht. Moving on to tomorrow, we have some feisty games coming up with Groningen versus AZ. Now, let me assure you that Groningen hasn't lost a single game yet. They won against RKC 2-1. They won against NAC Breda 4-1. However, AZ also has that same case scenario. They won against Almere City 0-1. And they won against, what was it called again? I think it was, I forgot. But however, I think none will win. I think they will tie 3-3. Moving on to Heracles versus Willem II. Heracles last season they promoted back into the eredivisie. However, they haven't been really outstanding so far. They lost their opening game, I think, and they lost like last week. They lost their derby game against PSV with 1-3. They did come they did get the advantage, but PSV, you know how they are. They always find a way to beat you. However, I think Willem II also has one. They tied against us, which is disappointing from our part. Um, and Willem II also next one against freaking, you guessed it, Go Ahead Eagles. So, however, I think Willem II will also win an Almelo, and Willem II will win 1-4. Moving on to the Rotterdamse Derby, it's Sparta Rotterdam versus Feyenoord. Now, Sparta have absolutely blown us so far. They tied in Enschede against FC Twente last week. And trust me, when I say that, it's no joke. And FC Twente, they also got just eliminated from against Salzburg in the Champions League. We also have to keep an eye for that our next week we will also have we will hear our draw. So I will also make my predictions later that week. I don't know when the draw is going to be, probably on 29th August. So I will make my predictions for the draw probably Monday. Oh no, wait, I can't actually do that because like it's a new format, so I actually don't know how it's gonna feel. Um, However, we also have been impressive. Feyenoord also has been impressive, and yes, I just heard the news that Bijlo will go to Southampton, and he's my hero actually. He's my idol, at Feyenoord, next to Jimenez. So it's kind of sad for me that he leaves. But however, I wish him all the best in Southampton, and I hope that he can at least make sure they stay in the Premier League. You know full well that all Premier League clubs who promoted, they got instantly relegated the season next. However, I think with us, we destroyed Pek Zwolle 5-1, and that's no joke. No joke, boys. However, I do think we will also smash Sparta. I think we will win 1-0-6. We will absolutely annihilate them. And there have been rumors that we are also trying to get their goalkeeper, Nick Olij. Um, I hope we can get him. He looks like a good one. And moving on to the final game of match week 3. There are two games that have been like delayed. I think it was Fortuna Sittard Ajax and Twente Heerenveen. I'm pretty sure, or Heerenveen Twente. I don't know. They will come next week. Next week there will also be like the last playoffs, the returns in the Europa League playoffs, the Champions League playoffs, and how do you call that stuff again? Europa League, Champions League, and Conference League playoffs. However, go ahead Eagles against RKC. Let's talk about that now. Um, Go ahead Eagles RKC is Go ahead Eagles haven't been really impressive. They lost all their games so far, which is very disappointing because they did reach the Europa League third round playoff round. However, they lost against Baron, and since then they haven't been really in top shape. Mainly because their trainer also left to United. RKC also haven't been really impressive so far. They lost 5-1 in their opening game against PSV. And after that, they lost 1-2 against Groningen. So, who will win? I think Go Ahead Eagles has the best players on paper. And I think Go Ahead will win 1-0. Not very impressive, I know. However, do keep in mind that next week we have some feisty games coming up your way, boys. Yes, we have some feisty games. We have RKC AZ, could be a game. Almere City Groningen, the two eredivisie, the first division people against each other. Fortuna against NEC, now that could be something. Heerenveen against NAC could also be something. Willem II versus Sparta. Yes. Utrecht versus Twente, always a thing. We also have the biggest match in the Netherlands. Feyenoord Ajax, de klassieker. I hope we can smash Ajax, but I doubt that will happen since Varioli is a complete sack of shite. We also have PEC versus Heracles. And we have PSV Go Ahead Eagles. Trust me, next week we're all going to predict all the games that's going to come in match week 4. We will start on Friday. That's going to be exactly when I finish my first week at school. Funny enough. So we will talk about that next week. And after the week that, we have Twente Pack. I will talk about that later. So, for now, I would like to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Ciao!